gotta get it, cause I gotta get it. What's going on? It's your boy, SB. So I've been getting a lot of questions about promotion opportunities. How do you go about getting them? Where do you find them? Let's talk about it. So basically, if you're looking for a promotion, you're trying to find if there's spots open and you're trying to see what they have open in the company where you can promote to, you do this internally. You do this through a thing called Job Finder. So most of the people that's been asking me are people that work at Amazon. And this is something that wherever you're at, no matter, as long as you have an A to Z, then you can check this out and you can check out the different opportunities they have. This is where you're checking for your PA positions, you checking for your AM positions, you checking for the, what's that other thing called, the RME positions, and they don't ever work. Anyways, all the positions that's open and you're trying to move up internally, or you're trying to just look for a different position, this is where you want to look. How do you find that? Where is that at? Why has nobody told you about this? So when you go to A to Z, you're going to go down to your resources. After you click resources, you will find Job Finder. You click Job Finder, and in there, it takes you to a page where there's nothing but open opportunities. Then you can search for the position that you're looking for. Like when I went for my PA position, I just typed in process assistant. It showed process assistants everywhere, all across the states. Or if you want to be specific just to your building, you can just type in your building and you can see every single position that's open in your building. So that's a pretty dope tool because it's not like your building has to tell you, hey, you can put in for promotion. You can do it without anybody even having to tell you. You can always be looking for an open opportunity because the way that it goes, certain positions are not just open all the time. And when they are open, they are posted internally on that site called Job Finder. So what your team and leadership should be doing, they used to let us know whenever there was a position open for PA, they would let us know like, hey, you guys, we have a slot coming, we have an open position in about a week. Be sure to be looking for that on Job Finder to put in your resume. But they don't do that every time. And there was also some times where they like low-key didn't want to tell nobody and you had to find out through the grapevine. I was always told, but I'm just saying. So it's more so your responsibility to always check that to see if there is some type of promotion opportunity in your building, or not even just your building. Let's say you don't even want to promote in your building. You're like, you know what? I want to go to a different building to promote because you may feel like the politics there, or you may feel somebody doesn't want you to move up there. I had plenty of friends who moved up to that PA position, moved up to AM position through different buildings because they felt like they hit a certain ceiling in their own building. That is possible. So the first thing that you're going to have to do is to create your profile on Job Finder. It's not hard. It's easy. It takes about maybe 10 minutes. All you're doing is putting all your information, your name, all that good stuff. But you will need to upload your resume. The way that I did it, I had it written down on a Word document, saved it to my computer. Then I sent it to myself in an email because the only way you can get on Job Finder is while you're on site. You can't get to that while you're at home. So I emailed it to myself when I got to the site on my break. I downloaded it, then I uploaded it to my Job Finder. And then at that point, you have everything you need to search the positions, everyone that you want to apply for. I think that there is a max. Don't try to apply for more than like 10, but you have like a max of like 10 or 15, somewhere around there. After you submit your resume, they'll send you an email letting you know that they got your submission. That's where they have the recruiters, the hiring manager. Those people will get it, and then they get a lot of them. So they filter it out. It does take time. So know that if you submit your resume for a position, there's times where it took me like 6 months to even get feedback on my application. There were sometimes they didn't even give me feedback. You just got to check the status on it about every other day. I used to check every other day, and they'll let you know like, oh, we've seen it, this and that. You can't really go off of that. Only thing you want to go off of is if you end up getting an email. They'll put your personal email on your resume, and then they'll send you an email like, hey, we're interested, and they'll set up a date for your interview. Best time to do this, like I said, would be at your before work, during lunch, or after work, because you cannot do it at home. And most of the time, they're not guaranteed. They're not going to let you do this during your processing time or when you're supposed to be working. This should be done on your time. So if you're trying to do this, come to work early or use your lunch. I'll probably come to work early or do it after work, because when I did it at lunch a few times, you kind of had a rush and you want to get your food, all that good stuff. Make time, because it has to be done on your time. So when putting in for applications, when submitting your resume for these different positions, be aware. I wasn't aware of this. And the only reason that you really should be aware is if you're in one of those situations at your building where it's like you're trying to transfer buildings because you feel there's just some iffiness, some politickiness stuff going on. Well, this is where you need to be aware that whenever you submit your resume for any position, your manager will receive a notification, and your ops manager, they will know, like, hey, okay, he putting in for, a position. But when I put in my position to go to corporate, my manager got the notification, but she was so busy, she didn't even see it. Nobody even knew I had an interview until I came back from the away team. It was like, hey, I start over there in 2 weeks. So I'm just putting that out there because I did know people who were leaving and trying to go to different buildings, and they thought they can not let their AM know about it. They will be notified that you are putting in for a position. And also what's dope is, like I said, Amazon has such a huge network. Let's say if you're moving somewhere, you can literally search in that city or search in that state, and it'll show you a list of all the Amazons there and all the positions that are open. So you can actually put in to apply for a position at the new place that you're going to. And there's a possibility you can get an interview and get hired and then end up transferring out there when you were moving out there anyways. So all you have to do, search in the position, process assistant, L4 area manager, whatever you're going for, look for it in there, or you could just search around. Each position, when you click on it, they will show you all the requirements, everything that you need for it. It's like a big old list that you read through. Then they give you a short, brief description of the job, which sometimes don't be accurate. But at the bottom of that list, you can hit apply, then you'll attach your resume. Boom, then it's all done. I actually was looking for some positions very recent, and my findings were quite disturbing. I think we're going to talk about that on the next video, but I just wanted to drop that because I had a lot of questions on that. I hope that helped somebody. Should you look for a promotion at this time? Absolutely. But just when it comes to what's been going on with this recession and with the economy, I think it may be a little tough. I think there may be some pullbacks. Remember, I've talked about in plenty of articles where a lot of these jobs are talking about they're having hiring freezes. So I don't know how much promotion and how many slots are open. Well, I do know because I looked. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna do a video on that. That'll probably be the next one. This is your boy SB. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to hit your notification bells. Yes, I am an artist. Yes, this is my song that's about to come on. It will be in the description. Be sure to go stream it. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. Let's go.
Look, they say I couldn't do it, but I did. Turn stacks to a crib. Yeah, going up, going in. Let them sleep, bedtime, tuck them in.